Understanding the importance of high-quality and engaging social media content is a critical aspect of our course. In today's digital age, people are bombarded with content from all directions, and it's becoming increasingly challenging to capture their attention. This means that businesses need to create content that stands out and engages their target audience to be successful on social media. High-quality content means creating content that is well-written, well-designed, and well-produced. It means taking the time to plan and execute your content strategy with intention, and to ensure that every piece of content aligns with your brand and your messaging. Engaging content means creating content that is interesting, useful, and relevant to your target audience. It means understanding what your audience wants to see and creating content that speaks directly to their needs and interests. When businesses create high-quality and engaging social media content, they can capture the attention of their target audience, build trust and loyalty, and drive engagement and sales. We'll teach you how to create high-quality and engaging content that aligns with your brand and your messaging, and that resonates with your target audience. You'll learn how to plan and execute your content strategy with intention, how to create content that stands out in a crowded digital landscape, and how to measure the success of your content efforts. Best practices for creating visual content, such as images and videos. Best practices for creating visual content, such as images and videos, are a key part of our course. Visual content is an essential component of any social media strategy because it is highly engaging and can help businesses capture the attention of their target audience. To create effective visual content, there are several best practices to keep in mind. Firstly, it's important to create high-quality visuals that are well-designed and visually appealing. This means paying attention to things like color, composition, and typography. Secondly, it's important to create visuals that align with your brand and your messaging. This means using consistent colors, fonts, and imagery that reinforce your brand identity. Another key best practice for creating visual content is to optimize your visuals for each social media platform. This means creating visuals that are the right size and format for each platform, and that take into account the unique features and requirements of each platform. For example, images that work well on Instagram may not work as well on Twitter, and videos that work well on YouTube may not work as well on LinkedIn. We'll teach you all about the best practices for creating effective visual content, including how to design high-quality visuals, how to optimize your visuals for each platform, and how to use visuals to tell compelling stories that resonate with your target audience. By the end of the course, you'll have a strong understanding of how to create visual content that engages your audience, reinforces your brand identity, and helps you achieve your social media marketing goals. Tips for writing compelling social media posts. Tips for writing compelling social media posts are a critical part of our course. Writing effective social media posts is essential for businesses that want to capture the attention of their target audience and drive engagement on social media. One of the most important tips for writing compelling social media posts is to keep them short and sweet. Social media users have short attention spans, and they're likely to scroll past long or convoluted posts. It's essential to get your message across in as few words as possible and to use simple, easy-to-understand language. Another important tip is to make sure your posts are visually appealing. This means using high-quality images or videos, and incorporating elements like emojis or other visuals that can help your posts stand out in a crowded social media feed. It's also important to be authentic and to use a consistent tone of voice across all of your social media platforms. This means using language that reflects your brand's personality and values and speaking directly to your target audience. Finally, it's essential to be strategic with your social media posts. This means planning your content in advance and ensuring that your posts align with your overall social media marketing goals. We'll teach you all about the best practices for writing compelling social media posts, including how to write posts that capture attention, how to use visuals effectively, and how to maintain an authentic voice across all of your social media platforms. By the end of the course, you'll be able to create social media posts that engage your audience, reinforce your brand identity, and help you achieve your social media marketing goals. Creating a content calendar to stay organized and consistent with content production. Creating a content calendar is an important part of our course, as it helps businesses stay organized and consistent with their content production. A content calendar is a schedule of the content that you plan to create and publish on your social media platforms over a given period of time, such as a week, a month, or a quarter. The first tip in creating a content calendar is to identify the topics and themes that you want to focus on. This may involve conducting research into your target audience's interests and preferences, as well as identifying trends and topics that are relevant to your industry or niche. Once you have identified your content topics, it's important to create a schedule for when you will create and publish each piece of content. This involves setting deadlines for content creation and publication, and ensuring that you have the necessary resources and personnel in place to meet those deadlines. It's also important to take into account the unique features and requirements of each social media platform when creating your content calendar. For example, you may need to create shorter, more frequent posts for platforms like Twitter or Instagram, while longer, more in-depth content may be more appropriate for platforms like LinkedIn or Facebook. Finally, it's important to continually evaluate and refine your content calendar based on your results and feedback from your audience. This may involve adjusting your content topics or publication schedule based on what is resonating with your audience, or experimenting with different types of content to see what works best. We'll teach you all about how to create a content calendar, including how to identify your content topics, set deadlines and publication schedules, and adjust your content strategy based on feedback and results. By the end of the course, you'll have a clear understanding of how to create and implement a content calendar that helps you stay organized and consistent with your social media content production.